Good evening. It is Wednesday, March 18th, 2026, and it's time for Danimal Stories, sponsored, of course, by Smiling Dan, too. He's in the stream. Please fan him up if you haven't already. Give him that thanks for sponsoring the segment. Excuse me. Wow. I'm excited about the story tonight. It's animal story number 258. Here's the headline. Foster dog who disappeared on freezing winter walk is alive and back with his best friend thanks to GPS collar. Foster dog who disappeared on freezing winter walk is alive and back with his best friend thanks to GPS collar. Here's the sub-headline. Ben, the rescue dog, disappeared the night before a blizzard after his pet parent slipped on the ice and accidentally let go of the canine's leash. Just about a week and a half ago. It's really in the news. Here's the story. Rescue dog best friends and brothers Ben and Jerry got together like ice cream and cake, but the canines recently had to spend a scary amount of time apart. In February, a family in New York adopted Jerry the dog from Paws Crossed Animal Rescue and brought the happy pup home. After a few days in his new home, Jerry was settling in well, but it was clear to his new family that the dog was missing his canine buddy, Ben. So Jerry's adopter decided to bring home Ben as well, taking him from Paws Crossed as a foster to adopt pet. Ben and Jerry are brothers. Jerry is the more confident of the two, but he definitely encourages Ben to come out of his shell and take risks to meet new people and to walk a bit further each day. Bella Glennon, the rescue manager at Paws Crossed, tells People magazine of the pups, adding, going from no dog to 2 dogs was not the adopter's initial plan, but it seemed meant to be. Unfortunately, just a few days after Ben and Jerry's joyous reunion, the pooches ended up separated again. While Ben was on a winter walk with one of his new foster parents, the animal lover slipped on the ice and lost their grip on the dog's leash. The accident spooked Ben, who took off into the freezing night and disappeared. This happened on a February evening, just one day before the brutal snowstorm with deadly freezing temperatures, Gillen noted. After a night of searching turned up no results, Ben and Jerry's family contacted Paws Crossed for assistance. Luckily, Ben was equipped with a GPS-enabled collar. The rescue activated Lost Dog mode on the collar, which provided them with update location data on the dog. Paws Crossed tracked Ben via his collar and sent several rescuers, including Gillen, out to find the pup to get him out of the dangerously cold weather. Lost Dog mode allows you to share live tracking of the lost dog to allow multiple search party members to cover a wider area and pinpoint their exact location. I was able to view his location on a map on my phone while exploring the area. The rescuers were thankful to have the collar information to go on, since Ben had managed to leave no tracks, even with a layer of snow on the ground. Once Paws Crossed peoples arrived at the location indicated by Ben's collar, they began asking neighbors for access to their driveways and yards to search for the pet, and the locals happily obliged. After some minutes of thorough searching, Ben was found tucked away in a quiet backyard, hiding and shivering under an overturned wheelbarrow, seeking shelter from the cold. I saw the tiniest bit of his nose poking out from an overturned wheelbarrow, Gillen says of the rescue. He found shelter under the wheelbarrow overnight. While completely terrified and freezing, he must have gotten wet in the melting snow. While more time in the cold could have been catastrophic for Ben, Paws Crossed, with help from Ben's collar, found the canine in time for him to return home without injury. Even though Paws Crossed examined Ben before sending him back to his family, Jerry did his own thorough checkup when Ben returned home, sniffing every spot on his brother's body to make sure he was okay. Jerry ended his exam by curling up beside Ben to share a warm nap. Ben and Jerry's reunion was everything you'd hope for it to be. Jerry gave Ben a thorough inspection from any harm before pouncing on him to greet him with brotherly love. Ben started to loosen up his body language, knowing his brother was by his side again for comfort. Since returning home, Ben has been spoiled with lots of blankets, extra treats, and plenty of attention. Paws Crossed is grateful for the happy ending and hopes it inspires other animal lovers to give rescue dogs a chance. The patience you offer to them is so valuable and life-changing for them. They have incredibly deep personalities and a desire to find comfort and companionship, and sometimes it takes time. But it's so rewarding, Gillen notes. Especially for the shy and fearful dogs, there's always an unseen personality underneath, just waiting to be loved. The rescue manager, inspired by Ben and Jerry's bond, adds, "I'd be remiss if I didn't note that if you're planning to adopt one, consider two." And then we have pictures. Here are Ben and Jerry. Ben on the left, Jerry on the right. Individual portraits. And then, of course, the together cuddling pose. And this is the one to which we say, 1, 2, 3. Aww! And that is the Animal Stories for Wednesday, March 18th, 2026, sponsored by Smiling Dan 2. Fan him up in the stream when you see him in the stream. And we'll be back to the best music on you now in just a moment.